Hi everyone, it's Rabbi Dr. Jack Cohen. We're in the COVID era, and much of what we used to know as dating has changed tremendously. A lot of video dating and Zoom dating is taking place out there, so I thought it's an opportune time to review some key tips as to how to succeed as much as possible in video dating. Video dates, number one, it's superior to a phone date because it's more real, more personable, and creates a greater bond. A person can't multitask easily while on camera and is therefore more likely to give their full attention. And it's critical. And as we all know, the eyes are the window to the soul, even though it's a video camera. But by looking at someone's eyes, you can see if they're sincere, if they're genuine, if they're real. And just as you would get dressed up and look your best if you're meeting at a local restaurant, you should be doing the same for a video date, which is critical. I tell my guys to shave, to put a shirt and tie on when necessary, a jacket. You have to give it your best shot. You never get a second chance to make a great first impression. Make sure you have accounts from multiple providers to avoid the frustration of technological glitches. Oftentimes, WhatsApp video is not coming through clear, so you need to switch over to Zoom. It happens to me all the time with clients who I'm dealing with them throughout the world. Sometimes Zoom is not doing well, so I switch to WhatsApp. I've gone to Google Hangouts. Be ready to have multiple accounts in case one of them is not going well or is not clear. You can swap right over and not have to cancel the date. And make sure your camera is at a good angle so you look normal. That's important. Practice runs before. Just like when I'm about to talk to you, prior to myself coming on the camera right now, I've tested myself. I've tested my volume, I've tested my lighting, etc. Be focused. If you do have a phone date or a video date, don't get distracted or be distracted. It's not fair to the person that you're having a date with. Arrange to be in a quiet room. And don't walk around. You have to sit still. Don't multitask either. It's very important. It's inconsiderate. If someone doesn't feel like a priority in your life, they are unlikely to stick around. Your consideration makes all the difference. Meaning that when you're on a video date, give the person your undivided attention and 100% eye contact. Giving your full attention always says something about your values and shows the person on the other line you're invested in the relationship and you can be counted on as a sincere, serious potential dating partner. Number three, treat virtual dates like in-person dates. Show respect and act as if you were meeting someone in person. Don't say, I'll call you later or we'll find time to talk. Set a specific day and time for your virtual date. Which means if you were doing Zoom, then issue a Zoom invitation. Show them that you're serious and you mean business. If your date is the one treating the relationship casually, try to communicate to them that you'd prefer to set up a specific time to call you. It could be simple as asking, may I call you at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock? If after several attempts to schedule, they don't meet your needs, it's time to evaluate whether the person is on the other side is really a serious candidate for you. Number four, be on time for your virtual date. If you're running late, call instead of texting. Give them an estimate of when you'll be ready and be sincere when you say you're sorry that you're not there yet. Being late once or twice is excusable, but being habitually late doesn't feel good to the other side. It doesn't feel like the most important priority in their life. Number five, don't take other calls. Absolutely not. While dating, taking another call is only for emergencies. You might think checking on the other call only takes a second, but in reality, we all know a half a minute can be to 3, 4, 5 minutes, and it's not fair to the other person. While people may be polite and say, sure, no problem, you can take that call. They don't really mean it. They wish you didn't have to take the call and get distracted. They're being polite. What they want to hear when that call beeps in is saying, don't pick up. I'm not going to pick up. You're telling the person, I'm going to focus on you. I'm going to let that call go. And that makes the other person feel great. 6. Don't speak to someone after 11 p.m. 11 p.m. is the crazy hour. What does that mean? It means that people are usually not their best self after a long day. We had a client once tell us that the man that they were dating refused to speak to her after 10 p.m. because they were more irritable. And as a result, they didn't want to take the call. Try to set a cap, nothing before later than 11 p.m. Usually I tell my clients to set up virtual dates for 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. latest, because you never know, even 10 p.m. can sometimes be very late. Number 7, relax. The stress and pressure of dating in general, and especially long distance, can be a burden. As serious, as focused as you are to find the right one, sometimes the best way to recognize that person is while you two are relaxing and laughing together. Help bring a smile to someone's face. Tell a joke, an interesting anecdote. Lighten up the environment a little bit. We've found that virtual dating takes place at least twice as long as local dating. Clarity comes slower as couples haven't seen each other in person as often as consistently. If we can make it possible, I tell the people, I advise 2 or 3 virtual dates, and let's move over into a real date by having one person travel to the other. Pending, it can be done without any issues. I recently had a case which I set up between a wonderful man and woman, and I thought they overdid in terms of the virtual dating because one of them was extremely conservative in their take on COVID, and eventually when they ended up meeting after 8 or 9 virtual dates, the first physical face-to-face date, it was over. She just didn't feel it. You have to know how to start the virtual date, but at the same time, you want to seg right over and be able to go into a real date right away. Especially if you have questions, you should reach out to a dating mentor like myself or someone like that. If you have any questions on virtual dating, you need help, what to ask in terms of questions, I have a whole PDF on that. I can always send it to you. You can request it by WhatsApp, or you need any help in dating with Shalom Bayis, feel free to reach out to me from anywhere in the world at 305-206-1916. Have a wonderful day. All the best.